Gungo peas, otherwise called pigeon peas, is one of my favorite. Hey my garden friends and family. Today I'm going to talk to you about growing pigeon peas, otherwise known as gungo peas. This is the dry one. I am in London and it's not a tropical island by no means. However, this is a 6 months gungo peas. It doesn't grow very tall as the ones in the Caribbean. It grows to about a foot or 2 foot, 2 feet tall, but it is one of the legumes, beans and peas, and is one of my favorite peas to cook at Christmas time. So you're looking at the leaves, which is very green and ready to be planted in the soil behind me. I'm going to be planting all these out there today. However, it doesn't like to be overwatered. This, if you look at the root system, you see the root system is white and it's not brown. That means that it's not over waterlogged. Just use your finger to test if it is well dry. It is drought resistant, so it's very good, high in nitrogen. A lot of people plant these in their garden to build the soil with lots of nitrogen. It's a perennial, and what do I mean by that? It comes back every year. Not here in London though. You can overwinter it by taking it indoors, but I don't bother with that. I grow it every year. But in the Caribbean, once you plant this, it grows very tall. The trees are very, very tall, and it comes back every year. And there's different varieties, because you've got the black one, you've got the normal gungo peas, which, and the seed pods sometimes has some variegated colors, which looks really pretty. I love to see that. And it blossoms very yellow. That's another thing. When it starts to blossom, it looks really beautiful. Also, it is good for your garden because it's packed full of nitrogen to feed the soil and makes the soil, other plants that will benefit from nitrogen. People plant these in their garden just for nitrogen. You can plant it in containers, but I'll be planting mine in the garden behind me in my raised bed. It don't need a lot of attention, so do not coddle your gungo peas at all. You can check out my channel and see where I have shown you how to grow them and how to they germinate the seeds, and once you plant them, and it germinate very quickly. Once you put the seed in the soil, in no time they germinate, and you just have to make sure that they're not overwatered, and you'll have nice lovely gungo peas, pigeon peas. Some people call it pigeon peas, but me call it thing. But Christmas time, everybody want rice and peas, gungo rice and peas for their dinner, and I'm hoping to get that this year, definitely. But if you're living in a cold country, try plant it in a container. However, they tend to grow and bend, so you may need staking it up. As you look at that one, you see where I have staked that one? So when it's in the soil, you may have to put stronger stake on them. But gungo peas is one of the legumes, your red peas, your other peas, and you use it to make stews. So here are all my plants that I have planted since February, and now they're going to go in the soil. And it's best to plant them when it's not too hot. Anytime you're planting any kind of vegetables, anything, if the morning is cool, it's okay, but don't plant anything in the direct sun. So this is a lot of gungo peas, a lot. And should I put it on my head? Come. So guys, follow me. I'm going to plant all these gungo peas now. So come down to the bottom of the garden with me. Right, so we're here now to plant our gungo peas in the raised bed. Usually you don't plant your plants out in the daytime. You wait for early morning or evening time. But it's pretty cool here, so we're just taking some chances and putting them in. So I put one in already, and I've got another one here. So I think, oh, this has some peppers in there. I'm not going to try that one. That one has some peppers. So yeah, so this one's going to need staking. I want to take off all the dead leaf. This is like there was a plant there and it died. Or a young one died. So I'm going to take off all, you know, the dead leaf at the bottom. So if you look carefully, what I'm doing now is just taking that out. Look at the root system is good. You know, it's not brown, it's white. So I'm just going to dig a hole. I'm just going to planting them together so you can see. I'm just going to dig a hole. I'm not going to put much fertilizer in them now because they've been giving her quite a few feeding, so I don't think they need much feeding now. I'm digging out the hole, if you can see. I made a hole here for the peas, and what I'm going to do is put some farmyard manure. When I finish planting them all, then I'll go around and put their little fertilizer around them. But not now. I'm not going to put anything inside of it. So I'm just going to put this in here inside the hole like that. See that? It needs another stake. So I'll have to get a stake for that. Hold on. So if you notice, it's getting lengthy. So it needs, so if you notice at the top here is where I pruned it. And then it's sending off another shoot right there. I'm going to drop a stick inside, right inside here, and then I'll tie it around. So let me get something to tie it. So you're gonna need, definitely when you growing your pigeon peas or your gungo peas, you definitely need to have stake, and you need to have strings to tie so it keeps upright. Always have a roll of twine. So I'm going to tie this up now. You see it's dying. You see where it's leading to? Look, let's get the support. It definitely needs the support. So let's tie it up because we don't want to lose our gungo peas. So I've gently tied it to the post. Look how beautiful that looks. So we're just gonna, yeah, so far that's 2 in and many to go. 2 in and many to go, and they're looking really good. So I'm going to plant out the whole of here and come back and show you. So I got my machete to dig up my hole. Mr. Williams, rest in peace. And I've got the whole bedding to plant with peppers. So it's got to be a lot of things. Got the comfrey here that the bees will, you know, come around, and the lavender definitely. So guys, stay tuned. So once I've taken them out of the container, I've dug the holes and I just put them in with some farmyard manure. So yes, it looks like I'm gonna get rice and peas this year. It feels good. I don't worry about clothes or whatever. You know, I feel Mother Earth, nature. It feels good, isn't it? Look at that marigold. It's lovely. So yes, and anything that will cause weed in the garden, take it out. Take it out. Because, you know, one, them take over and stifle the growth of your plant. So I just use my hand, my bare hands, and get them all settled in. Isn't it nice? This is why I say, you know, guys must plant a seed and don't look at anything. You know, you inherit whatever you plant, even if it's a little seed that will come up, and even if it's a little scallion, you know, and you use a scallion to fry, and it changes the taste of the oil, it still is something. So look, I feel good. I could just lie down in here. Am I gonna lie down in here? No. I couldn't. I should. I could just lie down in here and say, yes, it's done. But let me finish and I'll show you. I still have more. Still got loads more here to put in. Here they are. So these are coming up this side. So I'm going to finish these now. Okay. So I keep 2 in a hole. I plant like 2 in a hole to make sure that they keep each other company and support each other. That is good when you're growing your plants. So I'll do that for the peppers as well. Wow, a great big sigh of relief. And a relief for not a sad one, a happy one. I have completed planting all my gungo peas, my pigeon peas. So now I'm just gonna go around and just pour some of the farmyard manure around it. Just sprinkle some of the farmyard manure and just give it that added bonus to, something to. I'm not gonna pour a lot of water because the roots are quite moist. The earth is quite moist as well. So, and they're very low maintenance, full of nitrogen. They don't need much at all. So I'll give them a little bit of water later on in the evening. But for now, they're all right and they're looking good. There is 50 pigeon peas. I've planted 50. I've doubled them up, definitely, because I don't have the space, and they're miniature, so they'll be happy. They're quite happy. Look, lots and lots. I'm just gonna just sit back and wait now and just watch the ride. Another 3 months, and I shall have gungo peas, and I'll keep you updated, guys. But if you wish to grow pigeon peas, just go ahead and do it. It's, you're not late because it's a 6 months thing. Oh yes. I think you may have to start a bit earlier, but nevertheless, if you're in a tropical country, you can grow them now. Right, take care. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and keep watching to see how I progress. Thank you.